Want to shift gears to commercial real estate? Where are the charge-offs? The regulators have been talking about problem loans for ages. Generalist investors haven't wanted to invest in banks for a while because they expected big losses. Where are the charge-offs?
Well, thank you for that softball. One of the things Ira and
What
I
were you calling it when?
let me get to it. Would you let me get to it? Come on. One of the things Ira and I have in common, I think we've been in maybe 10 different national periodicals, including the Wall Street Journal and Forbes, and different lists of banks pound for pound with the highest commercial real estate exposures. We're both in the top 5. And Ira and I love nothing more than to tell them that they're full of it and they're wrong. I view my job as to shoot Chicken Little. Stop the madness. It's intellectually lazy to group everything in commercial real estate. Are you kidding me? You're going to group a data center with a hotel loan, with a spec ski resort, with office in Manhattan, with office in Boise, Idaho? Stop. There are pockets of commercial real estate that have risk. Let's quantify those pockets and let's talk about those pockets. But to say that a rent-controlled apartment in New York City has the same risk as a multifamily loan that has nothing but 100% occupancy and unbelievable cash flows and you name it, Denver, Colorado, it's ridiculous. You have to understand, as everyone knows, real estate is local. And we have to stop grouping it together. And there is no law or regulation with this magical 300% of capital. That was somebody's, that's a best practice. And by the way, where would they rather us go? I actually like having collateral, and I like having rich borrowers with collateral. C&I is fantastic. We all want to grow C&I. But when the stuff hits the fan, do you want an unsecured C&I loan, or do you want something with some collateral to it? There is room for both. Ira and I have been just chirping on this like crazy, and knock on wood, we have been proven right. The losses in commercial real estate just have not matured. And then you speak of maturity in this, the tidal wave of maturities. That's natural, that's good, that happens every year. You want it to happen. And oh, by the way, the decrease in long-term rates has been fantastic to allow these loans to go ahead and refinance away. And there is capacity for the market to take it. There will be issues, there will be pockets of issues. That's normal, that happens. But there is no bubble in commercial real estate, in my opinion.
Yeah, look, and I think it goes back to the regulators, right? We have politicized regulators that are scared of their own shadow. And as a result of them being scared of their own shadow, they're the ones that come in and sit there and say, these are asset classes that we shouldn't bank because we're being lazy. Exactly to what Brent said. It's easier to sit there and say no than it is to say yes. It goes back to the same inclusivity comment. Put it out. It's easier to regulate if it doesn't sit within the industry. And it's easy to sit there and say 300% is an issue because someone in 1986 said maybe there was some kind of correlation with something which looks nothing like what the banking industry is today. We had 475% commercial real estate exposure at our bank about a year and a half ago. Way too high from a street perspective, way too high from a concern perspective. In 2 years, my cumulative net charge-off ratio is 50 basis points on commercial real estate. And I would say half of them probably aren't even real. Where's the risk? Right?